Welcome to Baritone Cult. Thanks for tuning in, guys. So what you just heard was a mess. It's been a song that I've been working on. You know, I opened my mouth. Oh yeah, I can plow through these songs. I've been plowing through them, and it's been a lot of fun. And what you heard was some different riffs and stuff that I've been connecting with this song called The Drill. And you know, we talked about some songwriting and stuff in the previous videos. I thought perfect. You know what? We all hit walls. I'm hitting a riff wall. So I've got a lot of cool riffs. I need to organize it with my drum parts. So what you heard is not going to be the finished product. And I shelved this for a little bit because, you know, when we're writing and we're playing, at least me, I usually am able to go right through a song from start to finish. And this one, it just wasn't like that. But something cool we have for you also in another video right now is a song called The Screaming. What was really cool about that is we got a hold of Kevin Atrician out of Backroom Studios. And he was recently on URM Academy talking about speaker cabinets. So we reached out to him and we sent him our stuff. He put his magic on it and mixed it and mastered it. So you guys can go check that song out. It's called The Screaming. That was fun. I mean, I just always feel like I have so much to learn, you know, and that's one of my reasons I love being a guitar player, musician, whatever you want to call it, a love for it, is the humbleness. And there's so many talented players out there. Speaking of talented players, you'll see this shirt here, Close the Hatch. This is another channel about baritones, and it's called Gear Stuff and Things. I really like this guy's sound, and he released a single recently. I forget the name of it. I'm pretty sure he does vocals too. And I'm like, oh man, I gotta show him some love and get one of his shirts. And I just love the design. It had purple in it. I'm sold. So we've got this song for you guys called The Screaming. It's different. I think there's a lot going on in it, and there's just a little bit of layering. One of the fun things I had with it is when it was time to do the bass part, I just grabbed the bass and improvised the whole thing. And I like to play bass where, you know, if the guitar player's doing this, I'm not following them. I'll do something completely different. And I think that might be easy if you're writing the song and then you're grabbing the bass. You kind of know the notes in your head and where they are on the fretboard. So that was one of the fun things about writing that song is, ironic enough, was the bass parts. So yeah, so you guys can check that out. So what I've got over here is some of my drum tracks. And like I said, it's not the finished product, but on the channel here, I like to play. I like to show you guys. You guys probably like to hear different cool riffs. I love that about certain channels where they play, and you know, like over at the Buns channel, you know, he was a drummer for many years, and you can hear it in his songs and his playing. And I remember when I found his channel, the first thing, you know how you hone into somebody, or like Mastodon, you've got the drummer, and you just hone into that talent, you know, or like Deftones. You know, I know they've had that new bass player for many years, but people don't know that, you know, he was in Quicksand, the current bass player. And so if you guys want to check out a really cool band that were ahead of their time, Quicksand. But yeah, the different things that draw us to music and musicians and stuff like that. But I figured, oh, okay, you know, well, I'm good at plowing through songs. Well, I've been plowing into this wall. So I figured most of you guys probably have the same type of thing where you hit roadblocks. So what I'm gonna do is thank you guys for tuning in. Next week we'll draw that speaker raffle out of the hat, and we'll send that out to one of the guys. We sent Turbo's package out to him. We got some new subs, you guys. I know this past week a guy wanted to hear the Mesa Boogie Cab, And I told him I would. So the next video, we've got a few different speakers in there. If you're watching, I forget your name because you're new. We'll play out of that, and if that helps you decide maybe what speakers or whatever. But I'm gonna turn this back on, and I'm gonna click through some of my parts on here, and just I'll show you guys like some different parts of that song that I'm trying to connect. Okay guys, cool. So as we go into this, I'm gonna leap around a little bit, and because I'm not sure, I know I can get everything to connect. I'm just not sure how I'm gonna do it. I guess the cool thing is this will be a finished product. I will follow through, it will get done, and so later on when we release it, we'll be able to go back to this mess and be like, hey man, it sounded like crap then. Yeah, all right, you put it together. I don't know how long it's gonna take me, but I'm like that. I will beat that thing till it sings, man, I'm telling you. So I'm gonna do some stuff in here. You guys, if you wanna check out some of the different riffs, we'll do that. Well, one of the things I'm trying to do right in this part is I'm doing like a double hit. So on the 4th one or on the 8th one, I'm trying to do this. Let's try it with this again. I don't know why I'm having trouble with that. Sometimes I just do that, and I will spend forever on something. Okay, you heard that. That's what I was trying to achieve. Because when I'm going into another part, I'm hitting that, I don't know if it's double or triple, whatever I'm doing. But as I go into the next part, it just gives it a little something. So that's one of my main riffs that I like in there. So that's definitely staying. And let's see here. We've got that riff staying in there too. So I'll just keep this same drum sound right here. But another cool thing that I have in the same shape, so I'm on the 3rd fret, moving down to the 2nd fret, to the 1st fret, to the 4th fret, to the 2nd fret. So that same lick can also be tuned into something like this. So kind of interesting. That's something that you can do when you're writing songs. I'm not really changing much. Just how I'm like picking and how I'm moving around and stuff like that. But so another part that I like, Let's try it with something else up here. This is a part that I'm going to keep. And so I'm on the 4th fret to the 3rd fret. And what I'm doing is another part that I'm going to keep. And the good thing is you guys are just seeing me in my natural state. I'm coming down here, I'll work on this. But on the flip side, you can go listen to a finished product, a finished song of something that's already been put together. And you're seeing me working with this. And this is kind of what I do every day. I'll come down here and work on my material and my songs. And I probably have about 12 other ones I need to send out to Backroom Studios. Doing the YouTube, thank God I've got a good partner in this. And it's a lot of work. If you go to the gym an hour a day, 6 days a week, this is a lot more than that. And a lot of people can't even commit to something like that. Another part that I wanted to go into, and it's a real kind of like a curveball to the song. So, what was it? Okay, I'm going to try to keep that part. I'm not sure, but I'm going to run through that one more time here. I'm ending right on the 1st fret here, which I could go right into. So you see where I'm at. All right, this other part. It's the same thing up here. So I'm just staying in with what I'm doing. So. I'd like to keep that in there somehow. What else do I want to go over on this thing? I guess the cool thing is you guys will be able to tune back in and see a finished product of it. Okay, so guys, I showed you a bunch of different parts or riffs, or you could call it a motif, and they all connect. And that's a big thing. You want your stuff to connect. You want to be able to learn how to connect your stuff. So that's why I was kind of showing you a few different things. You know, and with songwriting, you need things to connect. And so this example right here that I'm showing you, you can do the same thing up here. So you don't have to make it so hard. If you're having trouble, man, a really easy thing is to find where your octaves are. You know, you could do a riff on a lower part, like you can move it right up here. So you could use the same shape. So what I wanted you guys to kind of get out of this is, I'm just like you guys. I run into roadblocks, and I'm sure some of you guys out there are extremely talented. I usually have to work at this stuff quite a bit. And yeah, I just wanted to show you some riffs, show you how like I connect them, and I just kind of wanted to dive in a little bit on this because it's what I do every night, and I'm not sure how to convey it. I hope some of it was helpful to you guys, of how I'm connecting stuff and how I choose to keep apart. You know, like the last one that I was working on, that I was like, oh, this sounds great. So I'm going from this part. That don't even sound like it goes with the song, but it does. It's getting the drum parts and all that type of stuff. So I hope you guys kind of dug this, you know? You get to see me for, you know, in the raw doing some of this stuff, troubleshooting, and it's new for me being on camera. Don't forget to check out that song, The Screaming. You know, don't butcher me in the comments, man. We're just doing this for fun. I hope you guys like it. It's different, you know. And yeah, if you guys have music out there, I'm sure you guys mix and master your own stuff. There's no time over here. We have busy outside lives, but thanks to Kevin, you know, over at Backroom Studios, he took care of it. So if you guys have stuff that you're wanting to maybe do that with some songs, you know, you can always get a hold of him, and, you know, he can use his magic on it. We'll see you next week, guys.